Hi, it's Jo, and today we're watching The Sandman, Season 1, Episode 3, Dream a Little Dream of Me. I am very excited. I think Morpheus is going to be going to London, to Johanna, Constantine? Something like that, to try and get back the first part of one of his tools that was stolen from him. And in general, I really don't know what to expect from this show, so I am very excited. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go. Did I know she was in this? Is this a dream?
Johanna!
All right, miss.
Bad memories.
Sorry. The one who puts the kids to sleep. He's a fairy story, Hetty.
He's no fairy.
He hasn't been around in her lifetime.
He's back and he wants his sand. I'm 280 years old, and I know.
Constantine.
He's back, alright. He's right there.
If her family is in any way royal, the answer is no. I'm done with that lot. Told the Queen.
It's the Queen.
Jesus fuck. Is that her?
Can you not smell the sulphur?
How common are demon possessions in this world?
Can we at least drug her first? Get her drunk. Tie her up a little bit.
She's British royalty.
They love that shit.
She's currently possessed by a demon?
Da locum impiissime.
Come on, everyone knows this isn't a spell.
Sorry, I was there.
Is he possessed?
Keep going.
Oh, gross. It's one way to do an exorcism scene. Fuck!
Come on, love. Come on. Visit.
What the fuck is happening? Would she have gone splat?
Make you stop. His name is Agalaeus. Lord Morpheus, after all your time away, give me the princess and I tell you.
Exi, ego, agaleo.
Wait! Fine.
She's doing her job.
Gentium, agaleo.
Come on!
She's doing her job.
Must dominate.
Good day's work for
I have no
her.
idea what you have done.
I mean, she doesn't know really who you are.
I was trying to protect you.
From whom? The Sandman?
He is real.
Or from my father? That may be the first honest thing you ever said to me.
This is not a healthy relationship.
You want me to give...
I said the Sandman, and I meant the bleeding Sandman. Scripture, have you back, my lord?
Because without it, my realm will cease to exist, and if dreams disappear, then so will humanity.
No offense, but
It's a big statement.
do without dreams.
We must go.
How does this approach generally work for you? You just turn up and order people about?
Yes.
Yes. There are some pretty high stakes here, though. He said no more
Everyone
ravens.
said dreamer, is it a raven?
If I need assistance,
You
I will
do,
pass
actually. She's getting away, sir. She.
She's gonna help you tomorrow.
See this?
It only works for me now.
What
You
has
don't
this man
believe me?
done
You
to
can
it?
try to use it. See what hand we could use it to dream of a world without the Sandman. We could start again.
She surely considered such things before, time and again. She really gave this kid a great life.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Died in my sleep, and now I'm a bird. I used to have thumbs.
Whoa.
Now I have these things.
That's how its ravens are, they're
And he
people.
must use them to fly back to the dreaming.
What's he
If she is
sensing?
asleep, then I know exactly where to find her.
Her nightmare.
Non consuatemi, vada! Extra! Extra, go back! Non consuatemi, vada!
Stuck in the nightmare of the worst day. Wasn't your fault. Oh, Lord. It's the idiots who summon the demons for and the demon.
How did you find me?
You dreamt.
You were dreaming.
He said he had the devil locked up in his basement. How the fuck did you...
Yes. Not the devil.
It wasn't the devil he had locked up in his basement, was it?
Nope.
Were you down there? All this time?
Is this you?
Why? Do I look that different? What? Younger?
No.
Happier.
Happy.
And I'm just glad I can return the favor.
Not a stable man. Is he manipulating her?
The only reason those people got hurt the last time was
People didn't get hurt, John. People died. You killed them.
they were trying to take it from me.
You left the sand with her.
No, I did not leave it with her. Sort of left it.
With
And
her.
One night I just went on a job and never went back.
Why?
She was getting attached.
Because it never ends well. Safer for her if I left.
Did you tell her that?
She
No.
deserved the truth
So
and
I
to
don't
make
have
the
to go.
choice. It's the middle of the night.
Maybe we'll get lucky and she won't be...
Why did she buzz without asking who it was? The demon is here. The nightmare even. Is the nightmare here to try and intercept him? I don't know how he'd have tracked down the sand, but I don't think this is going to be as simple as she just goes and has a emotional moment with her ex.
Hi.
I'm so scared that there's more to this. Like, did a demon that did some sort of demonic thing find her girlfriend anyway?
Things planned, what I wanted to say. Left some things behind when we broke up and I was wondering if...
Did we break up?
Or did you just leave?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because she would have probably wondered if you died on the job.
that was bad of me and...
I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop here.
Because you're selfish, ruthless, coward.
I'm stressed.
Who ruins everything she touches.
Right.
Constantine. Wake up.
What happened?
You. I've had such a wonderful dream.
Oh my lord. Has it been keeping her alive all this time?
To her.
It was not meant for humans.
No.
We can go.
Dream, Morpheus, we shouldn't just leave her. Is there a way to help her?
But you want your sand back so that you can save all of humanity? Well, here she is!
She is. If there is anything you can do, do it.
But we're all just Roderick Burgess to
We're all just Roderick Burgess to you. Did that change some of his perception of how he views humanity and other people because people wronged him so badly? Is there anything you can do?
It's my fault.
You couldn't have known this would happen. That was a dumb, selfish way you left. Is he giving her a peaceful death or reviving her? Is she gonna die? All the years catching up to her.
No, Mother.
You don't need the ruby.
He wants the ruby though. Yeah, how are you gonna explain yes, a woman came in. Sir, maybe just leave, close the door.
I'm sorry.
Oh lord. Oh, this is great. Brilliant development. Like, if he was truly sorry, he could just drop the thing and let himself die. He's not currently gleeful in the deaths, that's something, but...
Too cold for you to be out here without a coat.
Fuck. He would like to use you to destroy the Sandman.
To you when I...
This is getting worse and worse. It was peaceful. Pain follows
You know, she was
everywhere.
actually a good person. There are a few of them out there, you know.
That's why the world
They're
is
not all
worth
lonely
fighting
and
for.
Roderick Burgess.
You're not Roderick Burgess.
I feel like he needed to come into contact with someone like Johanna, someone that pushes boundaries a little bit, pushes him, and is not a perfect person either. Like this, she's three-dimensional.
His name is Matthew, but he is not.
Look after him, Matthew. He needs it.
Will we see her again? I love her character.
Constantine! That nightmare won't trouble you anymore.
Little trouble her in her waking, but not in her sleep.
So what's our next move?
The best friend to have.
I may have need of you.
Yeah? Where are we going?
Hell.
Hell.
Mhm.
As in hell?
Maybe you should reconsider your offer.
Metaphorical? Because either way we try. But I don't get a sense if you're listening, so fuck it. Let's go to hell.
I mean, it's a new experience in his bird death for Matthew. I absolutely love this show. I love it. It really feels unique to me. Like, obviously there have been other shows in this vein before, but you definitely... I feel like every time I start it, I just get entranced into the world they created. I love the character we met in this episode of Johanna Constantine. I hope she shows up again to help Morpheus or just to annoy Morpheus. I don't know. She was such an interesting character. I almost felt like she could have her own show. And I would love it. I love Jonah Coleman, but just she's such a sort of rich character with the typical Constantine, you know, like trauma and running away from your problems and not dealing with them and everything, but I just found her so interesting. And in particular, I liked the moment where she realised he was the creature that had been imprisoned for all those years by Roderick Burgess, and you genuinely saw that moment of where she looked at him differently and she was like, I actually feel sympathy for you. And I think that's not a feeling he's used to other people having for him, it's not a feeling he likes other people having for him. But she definitely saw him differently when she realised that he had suffered as well. And her nightmare, I mean, the other Constantine that I've seen is the one from the Arrowverse, and he also was struggling with the fact that like somebody he killed somebody he tried to help had died. The kind of pain she's in, you know, the nightmare won't trouble her when she's sleeping, but it will be with her every time she's awake. But it was interesting just to kind of see how capable she is with the initial exorcism, with how many kind of different connections she has, with the idea that like someone that she knows has been alive for 200 years, you know, the Constantine family reaching back through time, working kind of in hand with Morpheus sometimes. It's just very, very interesting, and really tragic to see what happened to her ex. I mean, leaving without saying anything when you're going on a life and death mission is a really shit thing to do. It's worse than just leaving without saying anything on any old reason, any old day. But she's definitely extremely troubled. I wonder what she will do next, where she will go, if this will inspire her to make more connections and to hold on to those connections, or if it will inspire her to run further from people, because I feel like that could go either way. I love the fact that Lucien sent him a raven regardless, and like, the raven, you were staying. And the fact that the raven is a soul of somebody who died when they were sleeping and then became the raven is such an interesting concept. I thought they were just going to be like dreaming creatures, but no, they're kind of souls. And what happens to that soul? Like when Jessamy died, did she go to wherever souls go when they die, or is it different for the raven? I do enjoy Morpheus's kind of begrudging acceptance of having the raven. He'll be used to having one, and yes, I think it's very, very interesting the way they are playing him dealing with the aftermath of being held prisoner for over 100 years, because that was something he had never even remotely experienced before. That kind of level of helplessness, of humiliation, of just being at somebody else's mercy is something complete opposite to how he normally operates. And then the fact that none of his siblings came to help him, and the only person that did was Jessamy, and she died in front of him. You could definitely see it shaking his faith in humanity. He still wants to do his job, he wants to fix the dreaming, but you could definitely see that he'd be less inclined to be like, I really care about humanity. And I think that's why meeting someone like Johanna Constantine right now was exactly what he needed, because she wasn't all good, but she also isn't all bad. they were able to make a connection through their kind of shared suffering, and with her reminding him so forcefully, because she's that kind of person that she's not daunted by the fact that he's dreaming of the endless. She's just like, don't be such a fucking idiot, like, help. You know, you want to help, then properly help. And I love that she forced him to kind of confront that. The fact that not everybody is Roderick Burgess, and that she was able to kind of start moving past, whether that's letting Miss Raven come with him, helping her ex, I can't remember her name, sorry, have a kind of peaceful final moment instead of a deeply tortured one. There's definitely a lot of rich character moments. I did not expect Ethel to die so quickly. I mean, I say it was quickly, she had been alive for a very, very long time. I'm very concerned about what John is going to do. I do think in her last moments, Ethel did choose her son over herself, obviously, but it's kind of too late at this point. As much as a mother is dedicated to always protecting her child, she has seen her child become some unstable person who used the ruby to hurt people and now wants to destroy the Sandman. You know, like, he's not stable. Giving him that amulet was only ever going to end in one way, and that was him slaughtering everybody to leave. Yes, he is technically protected if the demon shows up, which he has, but in that moment when she chose him over herself, she was definitely being like a good mother in some ways, but in every single other way, there has to come a time when you look at your child and you can still feel that love for them. Your child, it's very hard to not feel love for them, but you have to realise that my child is too far gone and I need to take a step back and withdraw myself from him. And instead she gave him an amulet that makes him unstoppable. And yeah, that's going to be a lot to face, especially as Mr. Nightmare Man has come to town. Very scared about where that's going to go next. Very intrigued about going to hell. Morpheus, he's probably doing a little bit better having, I feel like he's recovering from his ordeal. He has his sand, which is vital. He's 1/3 of his tools, 1/3 of himself back. He has a raven at his side that he's accepting. I'm so intrigued to where this goes next. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, get it to version 1 week in advance, and thank you so much for watching.